Hello students, welcome back. Let us take a look at question number 7 of sample paper 1, section B. So this is from chapter statistics. We can just say that by taking a look at the ungrouped frequency distribution table. So let's see what it states. The mean of the following distribution table is 50. That means the solution is already given to us. No, we've just been given with the mean, that is x bar, which is 50. We need to find the value of A and hence the frequencies of 30 and 70. But where exactly is A in this table? If you notice, A has been given in the frequency for 30 and in the frequency for 70. So once we found the value of A, we can simply substitute its value and find the frequencies for 30 and 70. So let's get started. I'm going to write the given as the tradition goes, but you need to redraw the frequency distribution table in your answer sheets as well. I'm not going to do that because I have it right here in front of me on the board. So I'm just saying draw the frequency distribution table. This is for you so that you know you have to draw this table, alright. And then we need to find, we have the mean x bar is 50. What do we need to find? A. So I'll say find. First, I need to find A and then I need to find frequencies for 30 and 70. So what are 30 and 70? They are nothing but the classes, the different classes of the ungrouped frequency distribution table. They are not really values out here. Okay. So I'll say now solution. So now since we've already been given the mean and certain values in the frequency distribution table, we're going to simply substitute the values. So I'll say mean is equal to x bar, which is the sum of all observations. So I'm just writing obs for observations upon total number of observations, right? So this is going to be what? This is going to be x1 plus f1 plus x1 f1 plus x2 f2 plus x3 f3 plus x4 f4 plus x5 f5. So why did I halt at x5 f5? Because we have 5 rows out here. So 5 individual classes or 5 individual groups upon the total number of observations, which is nothing but the sum of all the frequencies. So this is going to be f1 plus f2 plus f3 plus f4 plus f5. So now tough calculation. Now this frequency, this mean is given to be 50. So I'll just write 50 here and I'm going to substitute the values for x1 f1, x2 f2 and so on, and f1 f2 and so on. So let's get started. x1 f1 is 10 into 7. So I'm going to say 10 into 17. I'm sorry. Then I have plus x2 f2, 30 into 5a plus 3. So 30 into 5a plus 3. See how wisely and carefully I am making use of brackets. It's essential that you make use of the brackets wherever required and just follow the principle of BODMAS. One bracket here and there, one sign here and there, and all your efforts and all your calculation will go in vain. So please be careful and do these sums very slowly and carefully. Then I have x3 f3, which is 50 into 32. So 50 into 32, and I'll put it in a bracket, plus, and make sure you're not mismatching the values. For example, you're not taking 10 with 5a plus 3. Just go like this, okay? Then I have 70 into 7a minus 11. So 70 into 7a minus 11, and I close the box bracket here. And finally, I have 90 into 19. So 90 into 19, and again I'm going to put it in a bracket. So this is going to be a huge calculation, but need not worry, you're going to do with me. So I'm going to help you out. Now we need to add these terms, that is f1 up to f5. So 17 plus 5a plus 3 plus 32 plus 7a minus 11 plus 19. Now let's calculate each bracket individually, okay, one at a time. So I have 50 is equal to 10 into 17 is going to give me 170 plus 30 into 5a, 5 3s are 15 and 30 into 5 will therefore be 150a. So I am multiplying 30 by 5a and then 30 by 3. So this becomes 30 into 3 which is 90. Then 50 into 32. So I am just going to ignore the 0 for one moment and I will say 5 into 32 which is going to be 5 2s are 10, 5 3s are 15, 16. And the 0 that I ignored, I am going to pull it back into memory and add it over here. Okay. Then I have 70 into 7a. So 7 7s are 49. So 70 into 7 is going to be 490 and we have an a. So we will append it to the term. Then I have 70 into 11 with a minus sign here. So plus into minus gives me a minus. So when I am opening the bracket, 7 11s are 77 and the 0, so 770 plus 90 into 19. So 90 into 19 is going to be 0, 9 9s are 81, 9 1s are 9 plus 8 17. So 1710. Alright. Then I have 17. So I am just going to open the bracket. 17 plus 5a plus 3 plus 32 plus 7a plus into minus is minus. So 11 minus 11 plus 19. Now let's open the bracket on the top. So this is going to be 170 plus 150a plus 90 plus 1600 plus 490a. Then plus into minus gives me a minus. So 770 plus 1710. Right? Okay. So now we are going to pick the constants that do not have variables. Okay. So which are these going to be? I have 17, I have 3, I have 32, then minus 11 and 19. So let's add these terms first. So 17 plus 3 plus 32 plus 19. I am leaving this 11 for now because it has a negative sign. So let me just add these terms first. 7 plus 3 is 10, 10 plus 9 is 19, plus 2 is 21. Then I have 3, 6, 7. 71 minus 11 gives me 0 and 6. So 60, I have 60 here, and 5a plus 7a is going to give me 12a. Now what about these terms in the numerator? So I am going to again take the constants without the a. So I have 170, I have 90, 1600, 490 and 1770. All these, and we have 770 as well, but this is a negative sign, so I am not going to consider it. First of all, this is 490a. If you notice, I missed out the a, so not 490. Okay, so which are my constant terms here? 170, 90, 1600, minus 770 and 1710. But for now, for the calculation, when I am doing the addition, I am going to not take this term because it has a negative sign. So let's calculate what we have here in the numerator. I have 170, then I have 90, then I have 1600 and 1710. So 0, 9 plus 1, 10 plus 7, 17, 7 1s are 7, then 7 2s are 14 and 15 and 3. 3, 5, 7, 0, and we need to subtract 770. So minus 770. So this becomes 0, 0. 15 minus 7 is 8 and 2800. So what do I get? I get 2800 upon 2800, and we have a's as well. So 150 plus 490. Let's add this. 150 and 490, I get 0, 4 and 6. So plus 2800 plus 640a upon 60 plus 12a. So if you notice, this entire term here is equal to 50, right? So what we are going to do is we are going to cross multiply. So when we cross multiply, what do we get? We get 50 into 60 plus 12a is equal to 2800 plus 64a. This is, I'm sorry, 640a. So 5 6 are 30 and 2 zeros, so 3000a, sorry 3000 plus 5 12s are 60 and the 0, so 600a is equal to 2800 plus 640a. So now we are running short of space. I will have to erase the section on top. Please take a look at this so that we can continue. What we need to find is a and the frequencies for 30 and 70. So what do you suggest? I erase this section from here. I'll keep this, I'll start erasing from here. Okay. So I'm just going to rewrite 3000 plus 600a is equal to 2800 plus 640a. Alright. So now I have these two terms as constants and these two terms as variables because they have an a. So what I'm going to do is just little bit of shuffling here and there. So I'll take 3000 minus 2800 because 2800 is moving to the right hand side, to the left hand side, so it's going to change in sign, it's going to become negative. Then 640 remains as it is intact at its place, and I'm going to bring 600a over here, so it becomes minus 600a. So 3000 minus 2800 is 200 is equal to 40a. Therefore, a is going to be 200 divided by 40. So 0 and 0, 4 ones are 4, 4 fives are 20. Therefore, a is equal to 5. So we have found the first solution. A is equal to 5. And I'm going to even mark this as 1. Now, then accordingly, we can find the frequencies for 30 and 70. So I'm going to say second part, frequency for 30 is equal to 5a plus 3. 5a plus 3, which is going to be 5 into 5 plus 3, which is going to be 25 plus 3, which is 28. Correct? Similarly, frequency for 70 is given by 7a minus 11. So I'm going to say 7 into 5 minus 11, which is equal to 35 minus 11, which is going to be equal to 24. And I'm going to mark this as 2. So finally, we are going to write down our solution. That is the answer from 1 and 2. A is equal to 5 and frequency for 30 is equal to 28 and for 70 is equal to 24. So here is your answer, and I hope you have taken a note of what we had done earlier before I raise the board. Please take a look at the solution. Thank you for watching this video.
Hope this video increased your knowledge. For more such videos and a completely free educational content, log on to www.epathshala.org or visit our ePathshala YouTube channel. We have each and every question solved for maths, physics, chemistry and biology. So subscribe our channel, share with your friends, like our Facebook page and follow our Twitter handle for regular updates and important educational tips, and also win ePathshala goodies. So what are you waiting for? Subscribe this channel and enjoy the freedom of education.